Hey there everyone, this is Mystic Fish and welcome to episode 21 of our Factorio series on building an expandable base. Last episode we got space science designed, and I figured just to wrap things up for our science designs, I wanted to do some work on the oil processing. We did kind of punt these a little bit. I started looking at this back when we did blue science, but we've been punting them so far, and so I think it would be useful for us to go ahead and do that design, and then we can really figure that the science will be pretty well designed at that point. So what I'm going to do is let's see, what do I want to do? I think what I want to do is I want to start with a more generic blueprint, which we can then customize. And so, I'm going to do that in the following fashion, which is we're going to start with some refineries. And as they say, without loss of generality, we're going to try to, I think if we get kind of 2 of everything, we'll be in good shape. Now, I do want to check a couple of things, which is because we may be able to get away with, let's see, who needs yellow science is what needs the lubricant. And I do want to just check, this is 150. If I make this 1350, how many things making lubricant do I need? Where is it? Here, add that guy. All right, we still only need 1 lubricant for all of the yellow science. Okay, so we probably only need 1 lubricant in our design here. So that was the other thing that I just wanted to check. And then otherwise, we'll do the balancing. We can do the designs when we customize each of these things. Let's see, I want to get rid of this thing, which looks like control right click. Okay, good. All right, so we know we're going to need multiple refineries, so I think we're going to try to see if we can do it this way. And then what are we going to do? We're going to have beacons here. And so we can, if we align the beacons this way. Oh no, okay, we do want to slide this over to keep things beacon aligned. All right, so we'll have 1 space in between our refineries, and so we can get 10 beacons around each refinery. And we know we can leave a gap of 2 between each of these, between the beacons and the refineries. So we will do that. Then, okay, so we'll just start with this. And so what we're going to do, we are going to need water for cracking. And so I think our expandable design can bring the crude oil in like this and the water in like this. And then I think what we'll do is we'll have to hop the petroleum gas out here. And then for the rest of these, I think we'll do it this way. And even though we don't necessarily need the light oil going that direction, we'll design things this way so we know that we can add as many refineries as we need. So this is going to go like this. Okay, so we'll get heavy oil going down this route. We'll have light oil going down this route. Crude oil up here, water up here. And good, that should be good. All right, now, from here on out, we're going to have chem plants, and those we can get 8 beacons around if we are kind of smart about it. So for this, we'll continue the beacons this way. And where do we want this? I think we want this. To make lubricant, we can actually bring this down this way, but I guess you could actually... Okay, I'm gonna put it up here because what we want is we want a pump always prioritizing the lubricant. And actually, this is not actually how I want to do this because I want this beacon unaligned. Okay, so I think we're going to do this because the lubricant is one of our major outputs here of the system. This beacon is still getting that, so we still need this beacon here. Okay, so we'll get the lubricant out this way, and we can put you down here, and then fine, lubricant will go wherever we need it to go. Okay, then actually before we do this, and actually this will help us with the beacon stuff. What we want to do is we need to get stuff into storage tanks. So we'll say the last okay, so the heavy oil goes into this storage tank, the light oil goes into this one, and we will put the, I guess we'll just line it up here, that's fine. We'll put the petroleum gas into this one. We will use this to, we're going to do some circuit network stuff here in a little bit. Good. So then for the chem plant, making the lubricant, we said we were going to do it this way. We could actually do it this way. No, that won't work. That'll block the, all right, we'll do it this way. But I really want a pump here. So we'll do that. One more? Okay, one more, and then from here out, we can align the rest of the beacons like this. Okay, so this is going to be lubricant. This is going to... Is this how we want to do this? I mean, I suppose we could do this. We could do this, and then we get... this one won't go there. That's okay. Do I care? I don't really care. Okay, so we're going to... We want to prioritize heavy oil into lubricant. That's the only way we can make lubricant, so we're going to prioritize it with a pump that is always running. And then... right, and then from here, the lubricant can come out here to probably this location. Actually, we can scooch this up so it can go closer to the beacons. All right, so that will be lubricant coming out. We said we only need one of these, so that will be okay. All right. Then we need to get into the cracking. And so we're going to want, can I put it here? Maybe. That will be beacon aligned. So I think as long as we can do two cracking for the heavy oil, we will be okay. And so we can do that by, no, we can't do that. Okay, we're done with the crude oil here. So that will be the last one there. And so that means we can reuse that lane for the heavy oil, which I guess won't go any further than that. And we can reuse, will that reach there? Sure it will. Okay, that's good stuff. Okay, now we need to adjust our, it sure looks like what we want is the light oil coming out like this and joining up with this one. And so we can get the light oil out here as well. That gets all the light oil out. And what we want, we actually want a pump here that we're going to control with circuit logic. So this will only operate, is this where I want this pump? This pump being here doesn't help me. But having a pump here helps me. And then I guess we can just do this. I mean, that's fine. Doesn't really matter that that goes in there. All right, so we can do that. That definitely prioritizes because the heavy oil will come past this pump first. It will prioritize putting it into the lubricant, and then anything else we can pump out to the cracking here. Okay, we may need a way for light oil to come out here. In the builds where we have, no, that won't work there. Here, we can do this. So for space science, we're going to need light oil coming out here for rocket fuel. So we need a way to, we need a way for that to come out of here. And again, we will have a pump to prioritize light oil out this direction. Okay, and then the next thing that we need is we need the next type of cracking, which is if we do this, we need 2 of these, just so we know that we can get multiple in here. Okay, water, we'll do this. Now we need a way for the light oil to get in there, which I guess we can do here. And we'll get a pump to come up here. And then we need one of these. And then this will continue here. Okay. That gives us the petroleum gas, which we know is coming down. I guess we did have it down this row here. No, not that one, this one. And let's see. Will this reach? Nice. Okay. That is the light oil cracking. And I think this is about, okay, so now we're gonna need power. Let's get some power business in here. Where is this stuff going to go? We need power on really both sides here. Let's see if we can do this trick. That didn't get everywhere. That got everywhere. And we'll do maybe something similar on this side. Actually, maybe we do it down here. Okay, that gets power everywhere. All right, now for the... Okay, there's one more thing we need, which is we need a pump to control inputs out here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to need a constant combinator. And what we do for this is we just add 1 unit of each of the oil products. And that is so that we can do the circuit logic we are about to do. And so what we do is then we hook up all of the tanks plus this. So this will say that we always get at least 1 unit of all of the oil products in here, and so we're not missing any. In particular, if all the tanks are empty, then we only have 1. If I didn't have this, then some of the tanks would be empty, and we would not see the circuit or the circuit condition at all. So then, from this point, we can hop our way up here into the pump. Okay, this pump will be active if anything is less than 1,000. Okay, and so the idea is that if we are short of anything, we're going to try to keep these tanks between 1,000 and 5,000 units of fluid. And so that is what we're going to do here for these, which means that if they all each have 1,000, at least 1,000, we don't need to do any more processing, and this will prevent us from kind of backing things up here. By keeping things within the range, then we can make sure we can produce the fluids that we want to consume in the right proportions, and then we control the cracking pumps to make sure that we are not cracking unless we need to. And so this pump is always on, but this is the cracking pump for heavy oil. And so what we're going to do is this is going to be enabled only if heavy oil. Let's see, there's 2, actually, you know what? Let's do this a little. No, that's fine. Okay, so when do we want to run the heavy oil cracking? We want to run the heavy oil cracking either if we have too much heavy oil or we need more light oil, because that's when this would be useful to run. Now, we can simplify things by basically just saying we're only going to crack if we have too much heavy oil. So if this is greater than our 5,000 units, then we're going to run the pump and crack the heavy oil. If we're missing light oil and we have heavy oil, that's okay, because if we have less than 1,000 light oil, we're going to do the advanced oil processing, which will generate more heavy oil, and eventually that means that we'll end up cracking some of the heavy oil if we're really sort of draining the light oil here. So this will actually balance itself out okay. Then we also need to hop our way over here. And this is the pump for the cracking of light oil, and we're only going to do that if we have too much of it. Right. And then that is it. And then the same rule applies to the petroleum gas. And so I believe I went and did a little research, and I think we should never need to burn off. Although maybe we'll do it for completeness. I think we'll do it for completeness sake. Because the other place we're going to need advanced oil processing is actually in the mall, because we need a bunch of lubricant for blue belts. And we will, in the mall, we will be consuming petroleum gas for sure, because we'll need to make plastic for red chips in particular for the mall, and other. I guess that's the main use we have. Some things actually take directly plastic, but that means that we may end up needing more lubricant than other things, and so I guess we should, for completeness, build the final version of this, which is that we may need to burn off solid fuel. Or petroleum gas into solid fuel. And how do I want to do this? I guess these could be together. So I want this to be this way. I want the last one to be here. And then I want a pump over here. And then if we need to, we can have more of these. And then what we'll do is we'll have belts coming out of here. We do want to, I think let's do this. Does that work? This puts it on the inside. That gets blocked. Okay. Ooh, that's not what I want. There we go. That's it comes out this side and then comes up here and hits the inside. Okay, so then we can do this. And so we can have an outlet for solid fuel. Again, I'm pretty sure the only place that we need this is for, because we'll have an oil setup for each science, and so the only place we're actually going to potentially need this is for the mall. And so in that case, we can use it to route to our old steam-powered power plant. Should be a way for us to burn off any excess solid fuel. We can also route it into smelting, at least until we have the electric furnaces for stuff. I guess we'll go one more out. Okay, so this is going to look this way, and we need more controls. So in this case, we're going to go from here to here and then into here. And this will only be active if we have too much petroleum gas. And let's get that covered. Okay. All right, so this is our generic. This is going to be our generic oil processing that we're going to use here. So now let's go back and we'll make versions of this for each of our sciences. So let's see, blue science is at 270. And so if I make this be, no, that's not what I wanted at all. Oh, good, get rid of it. Okay, I don't want to actually change this. I want to do this. Blue science all. Okay, so this way we can just get it all together. I seem to remember that we can, okay, what stuff uses, we don't need to worry about any of the rest of this stuff. We just need petroleum gas, which we are going to produce with this matrix. Then we get rid of the heavy oil by cracking it, and we get rid of the light oil by cracking it. Okay, so this is, let's see, we can adjust this to be 10. Okay, so we need, this is what we'll need for blue science. So 3 refineries, 1 heavy oil cracking, and 4 light oil cracking. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we just, I guess we should beaconize this thing. And that's fine. We may need to slide this guy over. We'll have to check. Okay, so here's our base. Oh, and let's get productivity in here. We do not want it in this, because if we have excess petroleum gas, we actually need to burn it off. And so, so we actually don't want the productivity here. We want to use, if this is active, we want to use as much of the petroleum gas as we can. Okay, so, right, for blue science, we're going to copy this thing, this entire thing, and we'll bring it down here. Let's see. I guess we can get some more. I guess if we do that, then you can see everything. All right, that gets all that in. Okay, so what did we say here? Actually, I know I want to slide this a little further down. Is that okay? That's all in the construction area, so that's okay. Let's get that in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to get 1 more refinery, right? Because we said we needed how many? 3. And you're going to get these. And we're going to move you. And we're going to get more of you and more of you. And we're going to power this stuff. And we're going to copy this. There. This is not the right thing. This goes here. Okay. And then this can go there. Okay. Let's see. You are gonna go there. You are gonna go there, and you are gonna go there. Okay, and then I don't need that. Maybe the petroleum gas goes out that way, not sure. All right, now we do not need lubricant for blue science. We can get rid of that one. And that was, this is the lubricant here, so we don't need it. We do not need to output light oil, so we don't need that. We said we need 1 thing cracking heavy oil, so this one has effect source is 9. Oh, interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How does it have 9? effect source is 9. That one doesn't reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And not those. That's weird. I'm not sure why that says 9. I count 6 beacons that can see this thing. Let's see if I change this to 6. Now I need a little more, so I'm gonna need 2. I'm gonna need 2 anyway, so I'll just leave those in there. So that is okay. And then I need, and so we can see here, right, for the blue science, there's no petroleum gas byproduct. That's actually the only thing that's used here for making the plastic. So we never need this stuff for blue science, so we can get rid of that. And we said we needed 4 of these guys. So I think we can do something kind of like this. Fix up the pipes here in a minute. We do not need this. This is already up here. That's fine. We don't need that. Guess we can slide that back that way. We won't need you on the end. And then we just need, we don't need this. And we don't need this. And so we can put you there, and you'll turn into that. I guess we'll leave that because we don't know which direction we're going. Okay, so that is going to be for blue science. Okay, so let's grab this. This is going to be... Okay, this is going to be blue science oil processing. Okay, so we're going to say, give it a blue science, and we're going to give it a... how do we want to do this? I guess we'll just say, I guess we'll just give it an oil. Is there other stuff we can, yeah, I guess we'll give it we'll just give it an oil. That's fine. I would kind of like to give it the advanced oil processing recipe. Hey there, we're back. Sorry, I got interrupted there for a minute, but we were in the process of taking a proper blueprint here. So this is going to be blue science oil processing. And so I guess we decided that this was going to look like this. Do we need any of the rest of this stuff? I do not think so. That is not, oh, that is a pipe. Okay, that should be okay. Wow, that's weird. That looks weird. Okay, but that is going to be our blue science one. And then we can just do the same thing for the other sciences. So I'm going to use this one as a template and then customize it for each of the sciences, and we'll put those into our blueprint book and publish them with the blueprints. So that should cover our oil processing for everything that we will be doing. But that's what we've got for this episode. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, bye.